When does a man become more than just a man? When he becomes a symbol, a representation of something bigger, possibly more important? I don't know, but I had some interesting circumstances happen to me that really made me contemplate some different things when it comes to what it is to be a performer and just looking at mortality and that kind of thing. I just found out recently that Kevin Conroy, the voice actor for the Batman the Animated Series and pretty much 90% of all Batman media for the last 20 plus years, has passed away. And he was one of my favorites, if not favorite, Batman. Um, Pretty much solid. He was just a voice for the character, but at the same time, he was so much more. I appreciated his art as far as being able to shape a character with his voice alone and being able to show two different sides of Batman and Bruce Wayne and the difference between the two, and yet one being more of a mask than the other, and how interesting and exciting that could be. I also had lost my grandmother recently, and so thinking about how short we have these people and how much I really do appreciate um, the people in my life and how interesting it is to see this huge amount of grief across the world for a man who played Batman, a character that not everybody likes, not everybody really thinks is that great of a superhero or anything like that, but I think Batman in and of itself is a representation of humanity's fight against the unstoppable. It's one man against crime, an idea that will never end until we do. And I think I'd like to talk more about the Batman the Animated Series because it's such an amazing show. So well done. So beautifully crafted with so much care and appreciation for the character of Batman, the rogues gallery that he has, the Bat family, and also just the idea of Gotham in general and that type of noir storytelling. It's a beautiful thing to see, and I highly recommend watching any and all episodes. But something that came to mind was the idea of um, legacy. And I thought of the Beware the Grey Ghost episode, which has Adam West, the 1960s Batman, voicing a role of an actor who played a character that young Bruce Wayne used to watch on TV and who no longer can watch it with his family like he used to, and used to watch it with his dad, and it was a way that they connected. And fantastic episode, so wonderfully done, and is beautiful to see this meeting of Batmans of two different eras. And now that we've lost Kevin Conroy and Adam West, we've lost two generations of Batman. It feels very bittersweet and holds even more weight, I think. I just really appreciate the fact that we have this show that is so encapsulating of who the Batman character is. The idea of this man who takes his grief and turns it into something better, something more, to hopefully protect and help other people from ever having to feel what he's felt. and how quintessential that is to the human experience. I believe that we have the ability to learn so much from what Batman is, and the fact that he's such an interesting and intricate character. There's so many facets to who Bruce Wayne is and who Batman is, and the amazing different things that we get to see depending on who's playing as him. I just wanted to say thank you to Kevin Conroy for his amazing addition to the Batman mythos, the idea of the character, and just what he contributed to art in general. I think he is the best voice for Batman. When I read the comics, that's who I hear in my head. That's the voice that I've always seen as Batman ever since being a small child. And the idea of the best Batman movie still being Batman Mask of the Phantasm, I think speaks volumes. It's such a simple movie in plot, yet has so much weight and gravitas to it, which is very reminiscent of the Bruce Timm style of artwork as well. It's very simple looking with very basic cube-like designs, yet ultimately shows so much in its simplicity. And I think ultimately that's one of the coolest things that we get to really think about is with Gotham Knights being out right now and the idea of Batman having been killed in the line of duty, you take up the mantle of a member of the Bat family, be it Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, or even Jason Todd as the Red Hood, and you get to really feel the weight of filling the shoes of Batman and of Bruce Wayne, and what that really means to try and live up to someone's legacy. And I think no matter what, everything that I've heard about Kevin Conroy as a man and as a actor, as a performer, as an artist, I think he tried to pass that on, the fact that all of us have the ability and the capacity to be a Batman, to be a person who can be understanding and stern, have a strong will, but also be there to help wherever you can in the world. And I think he made the world a little bit better in his small way of contributing to just one character, and the ramifications and the ripples of what he's done in the world will continue on through history. Being able to really think about who Batman is and who we are as people, looking in the mirror of the Batman character and the stories that they were able to craft with Kevin Conroy as the voice. I feel very bittersweet about playing the games and watching the fantastic shows that he's been in and countless movies that he's done. But I think we can never forget the man behind the bat. And Kevin Conroy, I think, was one of the most impactful, that left a true mark on the character that will not be quickly forgotten. And thinking about the Batman character in general, how amazing and beautiful it is to have this character that we can look toward and look at and use as an example of what it means to be someone brave, to face the world and face circumstances that are out of our control, and try and do our best to make the best of that circumstances. And I think with Kevin Conroy having recently passed, we can really just think about how much we can do with our lives, however long we have. And thank you, Mr. Conroy. It's been a pleasure. And thank you for being my Batman.